Okay. Trying to get Blade Runner, working on Scum VM. They've been working towards it. And I have downloaded the latest nightly of Scum VM and it's letting me add Blade Runner. So I had to get all the old CDs and stuff dug out. I'm hoping this works. It's very beta. I have no idea if it will crash or not. So let's just dive right in. I remember having this in the day. I did complete it. And then the next time I tried to play it, there was hundreds of bugs, but it's something to do with modern PCs. So I'm hoping Scum VM will fix all that because I couldn't get it blooming running under Windows 10. Let's dive right in and see how we go. Yeah, even Scum VM's warning is that it probably won't work. Oh, it's a bit loud, I'm going to turn it down a bit. I just skipped the credits. And we're off to a flying start. Let's turn it down a wee touch. 30%. Okay. Let's do my best announcer voice here. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had orders to shoot to kill, upon detection, any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution. It was called retirement. There we go. I've missed my call in life. Los Angeles, November 2019. 2019, right? This is 2019. This is not what Los Angeles looks like. Oh, I just got a beep off something. Hey, mannequin just followed. Hey, and 7, thank you very much, man, that's cool. So we're playing Blade Runner. We're trying to play Blade Runner. Whether Scum VM lives up to it or not, I have no idea, because it's a super beta version of Scum VM. Although the last actual release of Scum VM was about 3 years ago, so let's see how it goes. Hey, Fatality coming in with the host. Thanks, man. Where were you the day? I was looking forward to watching your streams.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
Look how chunky that video
I cleaned
is.
up the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very
It would be hard to figure out
day.
who is replicants because they all look
Now,
weird.
Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week.
Do you know what, it's 2019, I'm going to start dressing like this.
Forget who pays your salary.
I want to look like that. Not him, her.
We're closed. Come back tomorrow.
Although funky hair like that's kind of thing now, isn't
I
it?
haven't finished with you. I told
Llama.
you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
Oh,
A coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humanity.
oh, this isn't going to go well for him, is it?
And what else might we interest you in today, sir?
Oh,
Perhaps
this is turned off.
some virtue.
Not my animals, please.
Not my
I'm begging
animals.
you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God!
Where's the
no.
English spelling?
That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the 2nd sector.
It's a weird looking building in it. The idea of what Los Angeles looked like was way out of whack. Now, Blade Runner was like 1980 something? 84 maybe? So, kind of interesting that in 1984 that's what they thought 2019 was going to look like.
Headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew.
Ironically,
Year and a half on
Thunderbird
the
is a
job,
thing
it
in
was still
Scotland.
the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid.
This makes me want to play Tex Murphy.
Thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited.
balls
The
down.
other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover.
Undercover.
Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinians.
Ooh,
10
that
to
sounds
1,
a
this
lot.
ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, at least France is still a thing in the future.
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Those skin jobs got no respect for
Hey, cheers
anything
for
that
the lemon,
truly
man.
lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation.
I think I recognise this
You can
dude's
stop
voice.
staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask.
Hey man, thanks for the ice cream. N7's one of
Animal
the
sales
fellow
was a
nuclear
profitable
Vikings.
and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of
Terran
electric
War.
ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries.
So
No
this is
self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
a big deal because they're real animals. Okay, so N7, he's one of the nuclear Vikings, which is an esports and Discord and gaming and mental health and all kinds of things actually. Great food area, always makes me hungry every time I look at it. Definitely check out that Discord. I wonder if I can drop the link. I wonder if my bot's working. Let's try it.
Canvass the area.
Hey.
Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
Toby's on Twitch as well, man. How you doing? Let's see if I can get this Discord bot on D Live. Oh, it worked. That's a first. Okay, so I have no idea how well this will work.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
I love how they put the animal murder before the fact the guy's been assaulted.
It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
Ah, he's probably got them insured.
Bloody footprints all over the scene.
How you doing, Toby? You having a good night?
Delightful sight.
Is that the end of their conversation? I guess it is. Oh, there's something on the ground there. What's that? Can I
Find
run?
something?
I can run.
Piece of
Double-click.
chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
So, this game, I was watching something about this game on Ars Technica. Was it Ars Technica? Yeah, it was the gaming section of Ars Technica, and it's interviews with the guys from Westwood Studios talking about how they made this and like what was required of them at the time. It's a brilliant interview. It's talking about how the characters are all voxels, so they're all actually tiny little squares. So it's like very early 3D rendering on top of 2D backgrounds with like repeating video and how they done all the lighting and stuff. Which for the time, 1997, was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right, what these did say. Oh, I'm not interested in them. I can go down an alley. There's a fire hydrant that seems to be
Scratches and
interesting.
paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Why can I click it as green and then click it as blue? Blue must be go in, what's green?
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of
Ah,
tool.
examine the
No
door.
luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
Oh, replicants have got their own fingerprints, that's good. Okay, let's go in and see what we got.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Don't know if any of you ever read the Dresden Files. It's, books about a magician called Harry Dresden in modern day Chicago. Fantastic books. This voice is what I imagine his voice to be like, which is interesting because in the audiobooks it's James Marsters, who's Spike from Buffy. It's doing the audio, and he does a brilliant version of the voice. Off on a tangent.
LPD.
I'm
McCoy.
absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act.
So that was the
young
girl.
who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously. What they look like.
He's equally sarcastic as I am.
Scary and absolutely malevolent.
Malevolent. You got anything else to say?
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money.
Do you know what
but
this
I
needs?
don't
It
keep
needs
any in the shop. Then I
branching
thought they
questions
wanted
like
to steal my
Fallout,
animals, but they started executing them.
or even
Could
the
they have
Monkey
been
Island
replicants?
style.
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts? I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Right, okay. He's
You
anything
ever
else to
do any
say?
business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
Oh, you'll be
I
offended at that.
resent that accusation.
Right.
Just wondering.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
For an old game, it's actually standing up reasonably well. Your favourite point and click game was Broken Sword.
She was my
This is
baby.
Fatality over in D-Live. His favourite point and click game was Broken Sword. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever played that one, but I did see it in the Scumby and patch
my
notes.
animals.
I will give it a look. My favourite has to be Day of the Tentacle.
Tell me about this Lucy.
Day of the Tentacle is
There's
amazing,
not a
especially the
lot I can
talkie
tell you.
version.
She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
An
How'd you
attractive
find her?
14-year-old.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone.
This guy's got his
And
own
he's
issues.
a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
Oh yeah, this
She
guy's
got a
this
desk?
guy's a dish.
Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
Kinda not sad that this guy got hurt.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's too much investigating done here. You just keep clicking on him and he gives up all the goods. It's amazing, hilarious also first and second game. The rest aren't great. The first one was something special. I will definitely check that out.
Here you are. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Right, I think he's gone back
Stick
into his
around.
loop.
I may not be finished with you. Stick around.
Yeah,
I may not
that's
be
him.
finished with you.
He's given up all the goods. Okay, what can we see? What's this interested in? Oh, that was me I clicked on, that's it.
I'm ruined.
Let's just
Totally
have a wee nosy about it.
ruined.
The back of the shop, I think I can walk up here. Definitely looks like there's something over at the left there, doesn't it? Oh, there's a camera.
You got any
Let's click on
discs
that.
from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens
Yeah.
worth.
But the video
Maybe
comes
you
first.
photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that.
Yeah, maybe. He's walking weird, isn't he? Like he's
I
leaning
believe
backwards.
This is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
Peachy. So look at like this chair here. Looks really voxely. It's cool how they've got that swinging ever so slightly and the animation on there. They did such a good job with this. Yeah, Fatality. I will definitely check that out. But Day of the Technical, nothing can beat Day of the Technical. So apparently in this,
A toy dog.
it's different who the replicants are every time. It randomises it.
A candy bar. Yuck.
And
Well, isn't that cute?
I definitely recognise that voice. And it can even be you.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Oh, there's a clue. Did I get back out of this bit? Yeah. So that's the corner she eats in, so obviously Howie Lee's is a clue.
Totally ruined!
I think that's about it. Let's check with him if there's anything else he wants to say.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
No, I'm finished with you. Let's go back outside. Now,
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
let's talk to the cop again, see if he's got anything else to say.
Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Find anything else out here?
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
Okay, well we're getting a lot of evidence.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside.
I think
Abstract
he'd be like,
art.
I've just told you
All
2
over the walls
things.
and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
It doesn't really want you. Oh, bless me. It doesn't really want you talking to them, does it? I guess the cop gives you all the information there. Yeah, that must be the black sedan it's talking about. So, who are these? Where am I going if I click there? Oh, back in my car. Oh, well, I guess I'm done then. How did I get out of the car? Any of the edges? No. I'm just gonna click one of these buttons. This is less than intuitive. What other options have I got? McCoy's apartment, police station, Chinatown, Runciter's animals. Right. Let's check out Chinatown because of the chopsticks that we found. Look at the flying cars. They thought we would have flying cars in 2018. I want my flying car. Right now I'd be happy with a Tesla that could drive itself. That's like magic enough. I want my flying car.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
I reckon we would have had the Third World War by now. Right, I'm going to click on myself.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten...
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a... This guy lives across the street. I
Okay,
already
so this
checked
is all
for
my
a
evidence.
Judging from the...
That's
about 30 counts of
fine,
animal
okay.
murder,
We can
scratches
figure
and
this
paint
out.
flecks, and I...
She came to me with the ref. I'm absolutely certain there's...
The Runciter's video, you can do the enhanced thing back at crime scene database. Is that what this is? And it's giving me random suspects, okay. What's this? Suspect database, that's coming at it from the other angle. A clue database. Is that previous and next? And I've got 100 chin yen to myself. Seems to be... Yeah, okay, that seems fine. Well, let's see, who's this guy? He's a different
McCoy,
colour so I can
LTD.
click on
I
him.
want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Oh, excuse me.
Got to mix more out back.
Don't think I trust that guy.
Hey, big guy.
He wandered off while I was waiting on him. Got to mix more out the back. Let's follow this guy. Have a wee word.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute.
Fire
I'm looking for a
bad.
girl, about 14 years old with
Fire
pink hair.
bad.
You seen her?
I don't know her.
Not good enough.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
That's all I got from him. I'm sure my first playthrough this guy was a replicant. Not that that means anything in this playthrough. So let's see who I got. Who did I got? I need to talk to this guy about his chopsticks. That seems like a good shout. You see, he's voxels, so I can talk to him.
I need to ask you.
And they're just voxels wandering.
McCoy, LPD.
The people wandering about don't care. You can tell they're kind of part of the background, and he isn't he? But it kind of works, the style. That's one of the things I was saying in the brain for the
Beautiful
style.
night, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked a bit fake there because he got too tall, I think.
Always beautiful.
I think that's great, but
This from your place, isn't it?
there we go, keep
Could
going.
be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
How
Okay.
long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month.
He's a big guy.
Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new suits.
Apparently Lucy was hanging out with
What's
a big
real
fat
fresh
guy.
tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I
Okay.
fix you right up. No one else.
There goes some sushi.
Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. See you later, Howie.
So, by 2019 they reckoned there was a third world war. Do you know, I've still not watched the second movie. Was it 2041 or something? Still not watched that one.
There's a test I'd like you to take. It
Oh,
won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test. Totally routine.
Routine?
whoa. Okay, that's not so good. Get up. Get up, McCoy. Okay, so we're chasing this guy. I don't even know if he's a replicant now, but I don't trust him. No, that's not him. Can I put my gun away? I did put my gun back out. Right click. Okay, so let's talk to this guy.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Sorry, pal. All I got are hundreds.
Hey, that'd work.
Maybe it'll work for you, it'll work for me.
Hey, Pop.
Okay, he's no help. Okay, I got him.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Did the guy go this way? Now, I'm going to risk a save. Except, that took me to a bit I wasn't expecting, so... Conversation choices. Okay. Designer cut. I don't know what these things do. Save game. New slot. Choose a slot for the save game. Save 1. I'm hoping that this scum save system works, but we shall see. Let's keep going and chasing this guy. Any sign?
Yuck.
What's that? Pipe?
Totally uninteresting.
Yep. He's got to have gone up this way, doesn't he? The fact that he ran makes me think he's a replicant. The fact he's a replicant makes me think Lucy's a replicant. Oh, clicking on myself again. What's through
Locked.
here?
Locked.
Telling me I can't kick down the door. You're a cop, man. Come on.
Locked.
That's just disappointing. Where did he go? Did he get away? I think he's got away. Yeah. I think he ran through that door and locked it behind him. If I'd been quicker, maybe I'd have caught him, I don't know. Maybe it's part of the plot, maybe I would come across him again later.
Locked.
No, you can't shoot the door. Oh well, worth a try. Look at the colours there, the lighting and everything. This is beautiful. I mean, it's old and jaggy, but it's beautiful. His OBS doing? It seems to be keeping up okay. What's that?
Nothing even remotely interesting,
Ah,
but
but
hell,
different
if I was going to root
okay.
through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
So...
Nothing even
Same
remotely
that, okay.
interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through
Just
trash,
checking.
my expectations weren't
going to be
high.
too high. Right, how to get out this alleyway. Nothing else interesting in here, let's check in there. He's not left any clues in here or anything, has he? Just a bowl of fish soup or something. Ah well, that's a shame. Sorry buddy, your chef's liked it. You're on your own this month, pal.
See you later, Howie.
You're not even going to tell him. By the way, I might have scared off your chef. Sorry about that. Right, let's go to PD. Let's go to PD and see what they're saying there. Sorry, checking out OBS on Mother Monitor. Let's go inside. So I could be a replicant, I don't know. I've heard there's an ending where you can save all the replicants, get them together, get them in a ship that's ready to go, and then pull out your gun and mercilessly kill them all.
Roof, laboratory, mainframe and shooting range, ground floor, lockup.
Okay, well let's go to laboratory.
Mainframe
No.
and laboratory, mainframe
Mainframe?
and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%.
Ah, cool.
According to the latest figures from the Department of Justice, Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Interesting there for me. So, what have I got where? I just got one door I can go in. No, right. Esper room. Is that the room where you give the test? Oh no, Esper, this is on after.
Personal clue database.
Still sounds better than Siri, doesn't it?
Database.
I'm sorry, I can't do that right now.
Clue database transfer complete.
Was that added some clues to my machine then? How do I do this? How do I do this? On the Esper, so...
Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene.
Okay. Enhance. So what am I looking for here? Is there something on this screen? That didn't seem to do anything. If I remember, it's very particular about where you scan. No, I don't need to do. I'm sure if I show the right, if I scan to the right bit, it counts as a zoom. And you get a kind of different animation when you do it right. I remember that. There's a maximum zoom level you can get into as well. So we can't see what he's been up to. Enhance. Enhance. What's that bit in Super Troopers? Enhance. Enhance. So what's on the screen? What's it see? The way the animal...
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
We've already been there. Okay. Anything else really, do I? What's that underneath the thing at the door? Was that a llama? Really whips the llama's ass. Right, so what's this here? That looks like a block of marble or something. That's maybe not quite what I was holding. That? Enhance. Enhance. No, look at that. What's that? I'm kind of clutching at straws here, aren't I? I'm never going to make it as a detective. Actually, that's something I'm going to try is Tex Murphy. Because the Tex Murphy games were really good, so I'm putting them on the list for streaming. I wonder if they work in Scum. Steam's get them anyway. Right, okay, I think that's it for that picture. No. I'm not really sure about anything else. What's that on the wall beside the picture? What's that there? Enhance. Enhance. So yeah, I've not really watched the movies. I watched the first one and the director's cut of the first one, but yeah, been a long time since I watched them. Right, how do I get rid of this picture? Oh, I can move the picture. Oh, there's not a bit of the picture I'm missing or something, is there? Oh, that's probably why I didn't see that first bit at the start. Is there a way to get a different picture? Ah, yeah, there we go.
Run sitter, crime scene.
Ah, excuse me. Okay, so here we go, enhance. Yeah, see, there we are. That definitely looks like that Howie.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Howie's guy behind him. This guy's voice is really familiar. Can I zoom in on the car? I got a plate. I did find a plate, didn't I? No, it's not giving me one, but there's a black sedan. That seemed to trigger something, didn't it?
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that.
Give me a hard copy of that. Can I? No, I can't zoom in from within there. Which ones are looking at? Couldn't see it from the other angle. Can I see it from this one? Definitely playing the Tex Murphy games. Nah, it doesn't want to show me what he's looking at. That's disappointing. Curious. Well, I've got the guy's face now. That's more than I had. I knew it because we saw the cutscene, but can I focus on the background guy? Is he too in shadow? Nah, it's not gonna give me him. Okay, I think I've got all I'm getting for the fours. Let's sync my clue database again.
Personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
The clue database transfer is complete. Right, okay, clicking me, is that going to give me any more clues? Oh, okay, it's telling me more about the suspect. Right, okay.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin?
So his name's Zubin.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning
so
there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a...
The car colour and make, how can I run that? How do I run a license plate? I'm doing okay for clues, I think. I just don't know how to action them. Give me a second here. Is there an Apple event on tonight or something? Let's check out Engadget. Give me just a sec, I'm getting weird messages on Facebook. So, yeah, blah blah blah. Cookie warnings, blah blah blah. WWDC 2019. $1,000 for a laptop stand, what's this? Somebody's having a moan about the latest Apple event. What we got? Tim Cook, bunch of stuff about Tim Cook. Latest version of iOS. Dark mode. Swift. AR stuff. New iPad? No. What's that? New MacBook? More AR stuff. Yeah, fuck it, I'll look at it later. Don't know what it is. Don't know what's going on. Okay, so my clue database looks okay. Now, I'm going to save again because in the version that I had, this would be one of the places where it would go wrong. It would be the shooting range. Because the things would never appear.
Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
The targets would never pop
You
up.
bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Goozer was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
Yeah, see, nobody likes the boss.
Goozer could be one tough hombre.
I bet he's a replicant.
I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Wow, police brutality. Right, how do I... No, I don't want to be... Don't click on me. Can I... Move me out of the way, can I click on this guy?
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
You keeping busy, pal?
So that's all he's got to say.
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of
Well, there was
days.
a score about 27 or something that to beat. How did I get in?
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats.
Target and shoot all threats. Where's my mouse?
Do not shoot innocents.
How can you tell if they're innocent?
Confirm
It's just like the bit in Men in Black.
before
He
shooting.
kills a little girl. I can confirm it as hostile. Where are they? Is there anything? That looked hostile to me. Oh, I've got to watch for them having guns or something, is that it? Yeah, that one... No. I think confirming them hostile means make sure they're holding blue. If there's a blue bit on them, then yes, they're hostile. Okay. Can't shoot that one again, is that it? Oh, he was hostile. Can't shoot ones that aren't the right colour. Okay, I got this. I got this. She's not carrying anything. Doesn't look like she... Oh no, blue. There we go. Doesn't look like that one up there was carrying anything. How can you tell? That one's definitely blue. Haven't seen anything. Is that it? We're done for this section? No, I think I just shot a baby. Yep, looks like I just shot a baby. So, sometimes they get their back to you and you've got to watch for the blue, okay. I'm doing this. I've only killed half a dozen people so far. Half a dozen acid people. How many things are going to pop up here? Not seeing any blue. Not seeing any blue. Oh, almost shot a baby.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I don't think I did very well there at all. I'm pretty sure I just shot like 2 babies and a granny. They were all replicants, it's not my fault. They were completely all replicants. Right, let's see, come on. I've got to do better this time. My score will be in the minus at this point. You're shooting a mother and a baby, do you get -2? Oh, you definitely. I'm watching for blue guns on them. Yeah, you've got a blue gun. Oh, I missed. Come on, replicants. You're all getting retired. If you can shoot yourself. Nah. Oh well, worth looking. Oh, up there. Oh, no. If you get blue, I can't see. Yes, you get blue. What about you? No, you get a baby. Don't shoot you. Well, maybe the baby's a replicant. What about you? Any blue? Any blue? Oh, you've got blue. Not seeing any blue on you, buddy. What up you? Oh, you again, yep. I'm doing better this time. The blue wasn't as obvious in the last section, I'm doing better this time. Oh, yeah, blue. Up here. Got to be getting a better score for this section. Is that a gun? I can't actually tell. Nope, still a baby. You're like, middle of a gunfight, why are you wondering about my baby? Blue, oh, blue. I used to have a game like this for the... What was it? Was it the NES? Called Hogan's Alley. Was it from a Spectrum? You did get a light gun for the Spectrum, but it was a piece of crap. How many of these things do I need to go through? Blue, no, missed one there.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
Oh come on, how many of these do I need to go through? Where's the next station? Back the way I came? Oh no, along this way. How many sections are here? So when I tried to replay this some years later, when I tried to replay this some years later, there was a CPU glitch that stopped any of the bad guys popping up. So you would walk into that first section and the game would just hang. There was nothing you could do. And I don't think you need to go through this to complete the game. But I can't remember if you do or not. Oh no, I shot a baby. God damn it. They stop shooting babies. It's not the done thing. I can see blue on you. You've not got any. Is he coming out the fire? Because that would be... That's a dedicated bad guy right there. Look at the way he moves, that's cool. No, don't shoot the baby, not again. One baby's enough. Got one baby a day quota. I've already blown that, but I think I've shot about 4 babies.
Sequence. Proceed to next station.
It's like no baby is safe with me around. How do I get to the next station? I can go back the way I came. Where's the next station? Oh, this way. Completed sequence. Please proceed to the next station. And this is an old game. 1997, I'd just finished high school. Where are they? No, that's a baby. That's a person. So I've got to watch my back. Oh, a lot of babies here. Why is there so many women walking about with babies? Middle of a gunfight? In like some sewer-infested part of future LA. It's actually just a modern LA, isn't it? I love the fact I'm doing a shooting range, but some guys already half defeated me with suit. Turn around. Yep, we had a gun. That was a baby up there, that's fine. Behind you. Behind you, McCoy. Come on, you got this. You got this. I can do this. I got this, I got this. Have I got this? Nothing's happening. Gun. Gun. Is that us done? Is that the sequence over? Come on. Gun. Gun. Turn around. Gun. I've not killed too many babies this sequence. Have I killed any babies yet this sequence? I don't think I have. Oh, I missed with my first shot there, didn't I?
Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit.
Okay, let's go and see how well we did. Or didn't do. See to the exit I would, but I can't find the friggin' way out. There we go. What's my score? Hey, that was lucky. 65, that was lucky. No, don't. No. Right, save. Save again. Save. Yeah. We'll go back in and talk to that guy, see if I get a hard time for winning it. Move over there so I can
You
talk to
keeping
this guy.
busy, pal?
Nah, the place has
Is
been
that
pretty
it?
quiet.
I was
the
hoping
last
they would congratulate me for getting the high score. Okay, never mind. I've got a bunch of evidence. I need to find out where. Where can I search for a plate?
Mainframe laboratory.
Laboratory, that's got to be it. I need to run a plate.
Got
Anybody?
anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy.
McCoy?
We got the animal corpses from Runcitas, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
Oh, so he was selling
So,
fakes.
Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Okay, anything else to say?
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
I knew that.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
You're a real funny guy,
Anything
McCoy.
else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcitas is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Oh, when you...
Nice set of wheels.
That's good.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Okay, that's okay. Give me a bunch. So, 95 Pontiac, so where can I run that?
Mainframe, ground floor. Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting ground floor. Lockup.
Don't think we're doing
Laboratory.
anything lock
Roof.
up. Right, let's go back to the
Mainframe and shooting
mainframe
range.
and see if these new clues do anything for me. 'Cause
Uploading personal clue database.
I should be able to search for that car. I got a plate.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
I've got the car
Clue
type.
database transfer complete.
Right. Animal murder. Lab
Most of them were
corpses.
shot point blank, but we're looking at some... That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost head-on, and there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack
Factory
a street...
bomb.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for.
Okay. So we're back to the animal murder. How do I... Where was the license plate? There must be a way that I can... I lost some money. How did I lose money? Did I give it to the homeless guy? Okay, well that's not good to me. I know one sort of had fakes, so I can question him about that. I can put some pressure on him for that.
Lockup.
Let's see if there's any lockup I need to talk to. Who are you?
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
What did
I
you do?
suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
What cause?
Who are you, anyway?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Oh yeah, hardened
I got some more
criminal.
questions for you.
Your associate, Ms. Steele, has already taken my statement. I have nothing more to say unless I have an attorney present.
I got some more questions
Yeah,
for you.
so I thought.
Your associate, Ms. Steele,
I bet
has
she's a
already taken
replicant
my
and it's
statement.
all...
I have nothing more to say unless I have an attorney
It's
present.
all a cover. Oh, who's this?
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
You're a replicant. Everyone's a replicant. Right, okay, so there's nobody in lockup I need to talk to. Let's check out ground floor, see what's on there. That's me in the corner. Nothing's activating my buttons. Oh no, wait, was that something green there? What's that? Run over here. What is this green thing?
Hey, pal.
No, nothing. Oh, I can go somewhere here. That's going to be my chief's office or something. Takes a while to run, doesn't it? Oh, Drake, can you catch that guy? There we go. Hey, chief. What we got here? All I can do is talk to him. Okay, well, let's see what it says.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Okay. We'll go back and question Bunser then. Run, McCoy, run! Run, sitter. What? What? Oh god, he's taking forever. Right. I want to go to the roof and I want to get back in my car. And go back to Run Sitters. Oh, that looked like it just chopped his foot off. Was that Run Sitters? Yeah, it was. I thought I clicked on the wrong one there. I must admit, I did love the look of Blade Runner. So the crime scene's been cleaned up. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. He's a replicant. I can't trust anybody. I'm super paranoid about who is and isn't. Where is he? Is he going? No, he's not even here. Oh well. There goes that idea. Screw it. Let's go home for the night. Oh, do I have to talk to me? I don't want to talk to them. Yeah. That one home, McCoy's apartment. What was the other one? McCoy's apartment, LAPD. Luncers and something else. I'm missing something. Never mind. Not really anything else I need to look at here. Look at the light effect on that fan. That's brilliant. For what they had to work with, they did a fantastic job. Oh. Wow, he took some amount of shooting to go down. Am I done? Am I stuck? Oh no, somebody else coming here. Is this dude walking up?
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Who are you? That guy was definitely going to kill me, wasn't he?
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
Who are you?
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
Oof.
They ever find the Moonbus?
Disappeared into thin air.
Is that meant to be
thinks it
Edward James
crashed out into
Olmos?
Kipple.
Olmos?
How many reps we talking about?
Enough.
Adama?
They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I can't do anything else with this guy, can I?
Yuck. Yuck.
The best I can do is look at the body and say yuck. Have a look at, is it, got any more clues in? Like, there's this guy and then you get Zubin, no photo. I think I've just shot him dead. But you know what, let's just go home and sleep for the night, because, well, why they call it the magic.
Your floor number, please.
I don't.
Roof. Ground floor. Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
You can go to the ground floor of mine.
Thank you.
I'll let you go down and have a look.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever
Hey, I
seen.
got a dog.
She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this
It's a
case
dirty job,
would
but
go toward
somebody's gotta
getting
do
her a
it.
partner.
So she's a replicant. That's okay, because she's only a dog. I've got my own Esper machine here. What have I got here?
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Oh, I can feed the dog, that's good.
Here you go, baby.
No.
Dinner time.
Same thing again. I've got my own Esper machine. That's good, that means that somebody else can come and do that. Let me hit the hay, McCoy. Oh, very moody in it.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Listen to that music. Very moody.
The Tyrell Corporation today recalled the last 4 functioning entertainment model Nexus 5 replicants from off-world service. Dr. Eldon Tyrell, speaking at a shareholders meeting, denied allegations that the model was defective and possibly dangerous.
No messages.
No messages.
I'm in demand.
Fabulous. Sleep it down then?
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the
That's
ground
cool.
will be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Oops.
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua.
Oh, I'm so glad the camera moved
Totally
there.
real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One
This
more
is
minute.
not going to go well.
Be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes. They be hosing you off the true life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
You one miserable package man.
This guy's just given up all his pals and he's about to die. I get that case.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break at it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
So we've got a new suspect.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runcitor deal or not.
Tiny.
Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
So I'm getting a hard time for killing that other dude. Sorry, doggy. Sorry, doggy, I gotta go. Wait, what's on the ground floor?
Number, please.
What's on the ground floor? Anything exciting? Sewers. Am I next door to the police station? What's there? Something station? Huh, yeah, I'm next door to the police station. Now my car should theoretically...
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range.
Let's go to the lab and talk to that guy first, see if he's got anything else. My car should theoretically be on the roof of my building. No, go away. I want to sync up with the mainframe now. My car should theoretically be on the roof of my building, so if I go to the roof on here, I wonder what I'm going to see.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database.
Let's see if I've got...
Clue database transfer complete.
See if it's got that video yet. No. It's not got the video yet, okay. Ruff. My dog. Ruff. No, my car must be in my building. Bugger. Oh well, all the way back. Oh no, not the basement. Wrong one. Sorry buddy. You're still going to need to wait. As funny as I thought this was, I'm now finding it less funny. Okay. Around here. Why would they take a flying car between two buildings when you can like walk between them? Never mind, at least I can double click to run, that takes out half the problem.
Your floor number, please.
Oof. Lovely, everyone's mixed American Japanese as well. Very Neo Tokyo. Oh, that random dead body's now missing. I'm pretty sure that guy was a replicant the first time I played this, and I think there's a good chance that he would always be a replicant. Seems to be too much of a clue. We've got the Tyrrell building, Runsiters, Chinatown. Ah, okay, yep, Chinatown. Let's go to the Tyrrell building and see what's what. I wonder how they stop the cars crashing into each other. Hey,
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grub test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras.
Good stuff.
You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just got served. I'll take sir. So this is the grav lab. What is that?
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model.
Definitely going to play some text more
designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Anything else to click out here? What's that?
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
They'll try to find more replicants, aren't they?
Jesus.
What's this?
I seen worse, but not by much.
You've seen photography?
Learn anything?
Look at the dead body, what's the crap? Oh. Too far.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
I'll need to check them out.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
I'm sure I found bits of Ricky all over the place.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Oh, Maggie must be my dog.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Let's have a look at the body.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Sending a message?
This hearing yours?
Maybe it belongs to that other cop who was up here.
Babe
the
with
babe with the shades and the
did,
cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the ghetto cop was in here. What was she after? Don't trust me or something? Interesting.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Was she the bombing, so maybe the explosives?
Pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm
Yeah,
following up
could
on
be.
my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Could be.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe.
Oh, I'll
You
be
hear about the
looking.
moon bus massacre?
Yep.
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
I might do the same. See, I hate the bits last year. Wait for somebody to walk off before you can actually access the scene.
You friendly with Eisenduller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisenduller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside and the germs.
Oh, let's see, he was
I
a
once heard him
germaphobe.
complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub Test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Is there any other engineers?
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendoller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know, offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendoller's office.
I'm a replicant.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees.
Oof,
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay, where can I go for here then? Left. Like this way? Was that going to take me back to my car? Animoid roll, that's what I was chasing, the earring. Let's go have a look. Let's see what we can find down in Animoid roll.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No,
Should have good for
I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is
for
real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
Good luck with the dog. So I can go in there, or I can go up here. There's multiple people to talk to up here. The guy at the end, he's definitely chatty.
Excuse me, pal.
Nope, not interested. Talk to you then.
Is this your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See? I'm a Soptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
Wah wah. Anything else to say?
Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What
He's talking
is
about his
this
dog.
girl's name?
He's talking about his dog.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect.
Oh.
Is it not?
It's kind of ugly.
I think I just got a
Glad
feed
you
it.
talked me into it.
Or it's just cost me.
You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
This is a good game. It could use a couple of things. It could use like a branching question tree and stuff.
You in a snake lover one?
I am not interested
Not
in
today,
snakes. There ain't Indiana
You know
Jones in it.
anything about insects?
I regret that I do not know the one.
Let's say that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
That must be
And
weird.
they all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable.
That must be weird
They
if
do
the
not
insects and stuff
need
had
to
died.
eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such
I'd love to
craftsmanship?
find out more about the Blade
Right
Runner
now, I'm
world
more
actually.
interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask
Well, they
the
watch a
rodeo
second
woman
movie.
next
That
door.
might make it worthwhile.
She's an expert on such things, and will cut a wonderful deal for Fred.
I've already asked her. Anything
I
else
need
to
to
say?
ask you. Certainly, the LPD must have better things
Okay,
to do than to question a
no,
humble
okay,
merchant
buddy.
over and over
Cool it.
again about
Cool
the
it.
same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
He is an
Bob,
unhappy
he
vendor.
owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, number one, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here.
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
fair
even
enough.
go out for a shishko without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my snakes.
Okay, let's go inside. See what we've got here. Bob's surplus. Good ammo. I'm there inside.
McCoy, LPD.
Hopefully everybody ignores you if you're not actually part of the... Okay, so I can go off that side.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
Wah wah.
You got
Oh.
good eyes.
I don't like that
They
gun
ought to
tracking
be.
me.
They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
Blade Runner, huh? What we got? This thing.
Jesus.
That is a big gun.
How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah,
only
I'm
killed one
kind
so
of
far.
buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
Oh,
That
good.
skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
We'll
I'm
be
the
back in
best
the
in the
job
business.
I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
He knows.
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to
Don't
know
say
what
that in
really
front
happened?
of a cop.
I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of Jinyan. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his shop.
That sounds fair.
Sometimes you just gotta be philosophical about these things.
That's exactly what my wife says.
I need to go to IMDb and look up this guy's voice, because I
heard
recognise
of
it.
you.
Is that right?
You ain't done much.
I just got assigned.
Guys like you get hurt real easy.
That sounds a
what,
bit like a threat.
It ain't like you're a real Blade Runner. Not like Steel or Gaff.
They get hurt sometimes too. It's a dangerous business.
That sounded a
How'd you
bit
feel
threatening.
about taking a little test?
You mean the Voight Kampf? You come into my shop and you want to VK me?
Relax. I just...
It's funny. You thinking I'm a rep. Set up the test. We'll see what's what around here.
Okay, this could be interesting. It's the first one we've done. So, there's a tortoise in the desert. That's the cancel. Calibrate the machine.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Okay,
Just
so that
relax.
hit neutral 0. So that was right, so let's keep that as... Am I saying that was right?
What do you do for a living?
I sell donuts. Come on, is the whole thing gonna be this dull?
Right,
Just
okay,
answer
so
the questions
that's...
as truthfully as you can.
When he's telling the truth, you put it where the
What's your
line is, I
name?
guess?
Bob Gorski. This ain't no different than the DMV.
Just
Okay,
a
so I
sec.
think we're okay. What are these?
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
Where? They're worth a mint, even with only half their legs.
It's just hypothetical.
Hyper what?
Hyper what?
There's no spider.
Well, why did you say so then?
He's getting a bit irritated, but okay. Ask a high
You
intensity
see an
question.
oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
I'd burn the book.
Let me finish. Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
So this is how this test goes, huh? You asking me sick questions.
It's designed to provoke you.
Is that right?
He's getting a bit annoyed, isn't he? So hang on, if that's low intensity question, what's this? Is that to turn it off? I don't know how this
works. A man
works.
dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tell him to get a job. Ain't he heard there's a labor shortage around here?
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
Okay, that's grim.
I guess I picked the right line of work.
So what, that was... Can't seem to move that now. Human reaction gauge. Replicant reaction gauge. Okay, I think we're locked in now.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand, when all of a sudden you look down
Then you see a tortoise. Hey!
It's crawling towards you. You reach down and flip the tortoise on its back.
Is that right?
The tortoise lays on its back, its
belly baking in the hot sun,
eating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping. Why is that?
Put your toys away, McCoy. I've had
He's
enough.
a human.
Test terminated.
So that's it?
Yeah?
Since you didn't shoot me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is.
You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? Because I know them police-issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the chin yen for it.
What's it going to cost me?
Okay, let's have it. Thanks for your time.
That'll be me then. Okay, so I can go this way. What's this way? Oh, run sort of interviews in.
Locked.
No. Okay, so run sorters is done then. So am I going back to Hawker's Row or what's in this direction? What's in this direction? Ah, no. Gotcha, okay. Back in here. On this way now, let's see what's in here. There we are. Kingston Kitchens. This is where that delivery came from.
Step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
This is where that
McCoy,
delivery came
LTD.
from.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions, they always need answers.
That's the point.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only dirty chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
You
I
send a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
deliveries over to Marcus Eisenduller at the Tyrell building?
Eisenduller. Oh, Eisenduller, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Okay.
Not for a month, eh?
At least.
That's
no
interesting.
more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting.
He's dead.
Thanks for your time.
So Sunday knew that he would get stuff from Kingston Kitchen. What else is here? So let's go up the way. I can go to the right. I can go to the right, that's about it. Let's talk to this guy.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
I'm going to look up these voices, they all sound so familiar.
Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
Oh, I paid for it with the bracelet.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Wah wah.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Okay, I don't want to spend all my money getting drunk. I wanted to ask him questions. Oh well, okay, I don't think he's going to help. Oh, okay, there's a whole other bit down here. Somebody here with animals. And somebody here with something? Gems?
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most
I
authentic
doubt it.
anyone can get.
This is like the blown in bars.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Easel.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
They were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood. And that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
Let's keep going.
I'm looking
This is
for
the
some
same
jewelry in the shape
of an insect. So this is the guy in Honker's Row to talk to. Oh, okay. He got angry at that. Tell me I can't talk to him now. Tell me I can't go in there. This sucks. And I'm back to where I started. See if the dragonfly lady's getting for me now. Let's talk to the snake guy first, see if I can tell him. Put the gun nut off his case.
Thanks for your time.
No, not interested, okay. Dragonfly lady, you got
Did you
it?
hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Okay, well let's... What have we got? Zubin. Lucy.
Someone had tried to detonate the
Right, so this is the guy that
Kingston
was
Kid.
at the murder.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
The dog collar has a...
One of Tyrell's employees got his back.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure
we
for
hit
the
open
Nexus
there.
series.
Hey,
The kind of
it's 7,
glossy
thanks for the
hype that
lemon,
ends
man.
up littering the floor.
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night,
I
but
don't
old
get-
Marcus, Dr. Eisenduller, he almost never left his
Love me
lab.
some Street
I think
Fighter.
it had something to do with the air outside.
Just
And
actually quite good at it. Not so much now. Although when I did it, it was like 2D and easy. These days it's like pseudo 3D and you need about 5 million different buttons. Man, that sounds so old and grumpy sometimes. Come on McCoy, get in your car. We need to go back to PD. Broken. Right, so Animal Control, that's where I am. Let's go back to PD. Put all this information into the system. Oh, and I need to look at the video as well, don't I? Yes. Currently I have 2 unsolved cases. And 1 murdered replicant. Well, murdered, I say murdered. It's my job. 1 retired replicant.
Mainframe and shooting range.
It's on the shooting range, don't know what to do that again.
Uploading personal clue database.
Uploading personal clue database.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
Still sounds better than Siri, doesn't it? I wish I could give Siri like a
Clue
Tron
database
voice or something.
transfer complete.
What we got?
Scanning video disk.
Here we are.
One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Kaya.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
Okay, what can we see? Enhance. Let's have a look at this guy. Can we see anybody's face? Wow, suddenly you can see right the way around to the other
earring
side
was
of his
shaped like
face.
an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
So, I've kinda already clued into that. The dog. So is this Ricky? Ah, it's kind of pulling in funny on this one as well, isn't it?
The dog collar
Ricky.
has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Right, come all the way out. What else can I see? This is going to send me to Kingston thingies again. This is just giving me all the same clues that I had. That's not much good. Yep, Kingston Kitchens.
Takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
So, N7, you still there? What have you been up to tonight? You streaming at all? Do you stream? I can't remember if you do. Let's have a look at this guy. This is my murder victim. Let's have a look. N7 Man of Kane. Let's check visit his channel. Yeah, no replays. I'm guessing maybe he doesn't. Let's see in here. Nah, it's just in a standard zoom in. You can always tell because it kind of gives it a weird... Suddenly I'm looking at this from a different perspective point of view. Not really seeing anything else. Other than the dog. Nah, you're just playing Odyssey. Assassin's Creed. I played through a bunch of Assassin's Creed. I loved the Ezio ones. Which is what, 2? And there's 2 other parts, wasn't there, before they released 3? Because 3 was the Native American one, wasn't it? Which I've played half of. 4's Black Flag, which I really want to play, but I kind of feel like I should finish 3. Because I didn't play 1 until after I played all the Ezio ones, and then it was a little disappointing, because it wasn't as good as the Ezio ones. I didn't mean to go back in there, I meant to click on me. Yeah, Odyssey. Is Odyssey good? I saw they were giving it away free.
The earring was shaped like an insect. Kingston Kid.
Yeah, I saw they were giving away Odyssey if you signed up for that. The Google streaming game service. Oh, this must be my new bullet.
This is Crystal Steel badge number BR61354.
She interviewed
Conducting the
this guy?
interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS. Citizens Against Replicants. Describe them for me again.
There was that Rastafarian fellow, and
Oh.
one of our ex-members showed up.
Who's that?
They
A
know
Japanese man named Izo.
Why'd you get rid of him?
We're a pacifist organization, and we have rules.
Okay.
One of them is no weapons allowed.
I met that Izo a minute ago.
used to check in a samurai sword at the door during meetings.
Where can I find this Izo?
He owns one of those little secondhand stores downtown.
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
We have a number of
I wonder if I need
anonymous
to listen to
donors,
this thing all the way
people
through.
with resources and sources.
The problem is my
Such
PC's a bit of a potato, so
Anonymous, even I don't know who
I'd
they
probably have to turn all the graphics down and then it would end up looking like Lego Star Wars or something. I mean, 3 looked okay when I played that. It was a bit slow to load, but it looked okay. Right, let's update my clues and then I'll go and see if I can find Izo again.
Downloading mainframe
Not that I stopped me playing it. I mean, 3 looked okay and it played okay. It was just it seemed a bit.
Clue database transfer
It seemed a bit
complete.
of a slog. I couldn't be bothered playing all the way through it. which seems to happen. I've got hundreds of games that I'm in the midst of playing. Go to the lab, see if that guy's got any clues. Nah, he's not even there. Yeah, works less than I do. Oof. Let's get in the car. Come and jump in my car. I wanna take you home. Gotta love a bit of the Hoff. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going back to Anemoid Row. Yeah. Let's see if this guy Ezo's still there. There's a Sony logo. Let's see if that woman's getting a bit of a dragonfly earring yet. Let's see if Ezo will talk to me this time. Nah, he's gone. Where can I find this guy? Oh, no. Thought there was something to click there, but I think it's just a bit of the door.
Hey.
Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody likes the cops.
Pour me one.
No, don't do that. I'm using all my money on trying to get clues out of this guy. This isn't any good, and she wasn't any good. Where am I going? Runsers is to the right, I need to go left. It should bring me back out of this lady who I want to talk to. I think the snake guy was a replicant one time I played this.
About that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor.
Yeah.
My friend, he's
Wonder if I
asking
need to
for
sleep
me.
for the night.
If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Okay, I am going to... I wonder what these things are for. Am I aggressive? Should I be changing this? What's that do? Does that let me pick? Save 3. I hope these saves work. Because I am going to call it quits there. Unfortunately, real life calls. I'll turn music down, that'll be a better idea. Oh, I should really have been looking at all of this stuff, shouldn't I? Enter, skip past the line of dialogue, that would have been good to know. This game. Yeah, okay, do that in a sec. I'd say that as games go, this has actually stood up quite well. I have quite enjoyed playing this. I will probably come back and finish playing this to see where it ends up. As for streaming, next time it could be Wednesday night, so I might continue this, or Vitality was telling me I should try Broken Sword, so I'll maybe see if I can get that for Scum and see if I can give that a go. Still got Hunter's Oblivion to play through. What else? God, there's tons of stuff. Offline here, I'm kind of playing some Dauntless, quite enjoying that. What else? 2K picks off to save some space, Destiny 2, quite enjoying that. So much to play at the moment, absolute glut of stuff. But I shall come off for now. Thank you for everyone that dropped in. It's always much more fun when you're streaming and get chat to somebody at the same time. But anyway, catch you guys later.
Hadouken!